Welcome to How to Outrun a Crappy Diet Part 2. In Part 1, I talked to you about the importance of cardiovascular exercise, particularly level 2 heart rate elevation, which is where you work hard enough to where you're breathing heavy, and you could have a conversation if you wanted to, but you really don't want to because you're working pretty hard. So again, just to recap, getting that level 2 heart rate elevation for 30 minutes, 5 times per week is sort of the bare minimum recommendation by the American Heart Association, but that's not really in reach of a lot of people. So I'd say that that's a great recommendation, but if you're doing nothing right now, you just need to start somewhere. And maybe that somewhere is just starting to walk, just starting to try to get like 10,000 steps per day. Maybe it's 8,000 if you're really sedentary, but just moving your body and beginning that process is important. But today's video, I want to talk about the importance of building muscle mass. Muscle mass is the main driver for your metabolism. The more muscle you have, the more energy you're burning just sitting here watching this video. Now, the future version of you will be very happy if you can preserve the muscle mass you currently have and grow more for later, because that will increase your metabolism even further and help you to maintain a healthy body weight and a healthy level of fitness. It's also going to help you maintain bone strength and do the things you want to do in 10 or 20 years in terms of your level of activity. So how do we build muscle mass? Well, we create trauma to muscle fibers. We eat plenty of protein and those muscle fibers grow back bigger. Does it happen immediately? No, but just like cardiovascular exercise, showing up over and over and over and over again is really what counts in this scenario. So little changes done consistently over time amount to big changes, right? So the way that you would achieve that muscle sort of building process that I just talked about would be through either doing resistance training like lifting weights, lifting heavy things, doing band training, so if you have resistance bands you're pulling against, or even doing body weight type activities. So a body weight activity would be like a sit-up or a push-up. So we're all familiar with that basic idea anyhow. What if you're not familiar with doing resistance training? What if you've never been into a gym? I'm not a gym bro, what do I do? Well, I think that we all have to start somewhere, and if that somewhere is even with some good YouTube exercise videos on resistance training, that's great. I have patients and people I know very well who have followed a couple of different YouTube channels and done really well in terms of getting stronger, gaining muscle mass, and losing a lot of weight. So I'll actually drop those links in the description of this video so that you can check those out yourself, and maybe you get started with that. That's great. Also, there's probably going to be some kind of gymnasium or YMCA or something nearby that you could use who have personal trainers. Now, personal trainers, their job, they're not for the gym bros, they're not for the rich people. I think that the important thing to understand is that the job of the personal trainer is to help you learn how to lift weights safely, right? They can design a plan just for you. They can assess you and see what your needs are, give you a written plan for the next year or whatever it is, and show you how to use exercise equipment safely, show you how to do different exercises and lifting techniques safely. And safety is really the name of the game. You don't want to hurt yourself. You'll find that if you've not lifted weights in the past, you're going to feel really weak when you start. I found this myself a couple of years ago when I re-began my fitness journey after falling off the wagon for a couple of years. And it's just shocking to me how weak I felt, but it was also shocking to me how quickly I felt stronger. So a lot of kids in the background. Sorry about that. Got 5 of them. It's busy time around here. So yeah, I think lifting weights is super important to grow muscle mass, to burn more calories, to have the metabolism you want, and be able to have the life that you want now and years from now. So, and as I've mentioned in other videos, if you're lifting weights on a regular basis, you're implementing these weight loss and diet changes that I recommend, you may not feel like you're losing much weight, but you're going to notice those inches changing. You're going to notice the inches on your biceps, around your waist, around your thighs changing. And you're going to notice that your clothing's fitting better. And about 6 months to a year into this journey, the weight will continue to fall off at a much more rapid clip when you have a bigger metabolic engine to burn fat and to keep you healthy. So hopefully that's helpful. That's a very broad overview. I'll drop those links in the description below here. Thanks for watching.